The Local Show, featuring conversations with business owners, employees, and local business leaders about their successes, challenges, and reasons for doing business. Right here in Central New York. The Local Show is locally produced by Zoey Advertising. Now your hosts, Tom and Steve.
Welcome back, folks, on this Independence Day weekend. Just sounds weird when you say Independence Day weekend. It's the Independence weekend, I guess you would call it, right?
I would say so.
Do you have a big backyard, Sonia?
No, you know what? I wish we did, because then I would definitely have a dog. But no, I'd say it's decent size for the city, but nothing too crazy.
Yeah, okay, I gotcha. Yeah, we have a big backyard, and we had the patio put in last year, so we've been spending a lot of time on the patio.
Oh, it's got to be nice.
So yeah, on a weekend like this, we will enjoy ourselves out there and let the dogs run around and, play around my bird feeders. I love the birds. And,
I know. They're gorgeous this year.
What I don't love is the squirrels. And no offense if you're a squirrel and you're listening. I don't mean to offend you, but squirrels can be kind of a nuisance. They're fun to watch as little babies rolling around, but they go through the feed.
They lose the cuteness so fast.
Yeah, they do. They grab my bird feeders and take out my feed, and at $30 a bag, I don't want to keep paying for that. Anyway, we have a new guest to the show, Sonia, and I'm glad to have you here with me so we can interview him. His name is Attorney James Alexander. He's the founder of James Alexander Law. How are you?
I'm great, and it's good to be with you.
Thank you. Thank you so much for being here. So, did you go to law school here in town, or no? Were you out of town?
No, I did. Syracuse College of Law in 1984.
No kidding. So we got to be around the same age.
You're much younger. Yeah, I'm 66. And that's not the new 35.
It's not. No. People keep trying to tell me I'm the new 40 at 60, and it doesn't feel it. Well, my mom was the admin for Dean Braveman up at SU. So she was there when you were there, Kathy. Yeah. And actually, Joni Mahoney was there probably around the same time or just before you. Yeah, I would imagine. That's something I love the law school. What a great, because I was up at SU for broadcasting, and I go up and eat lunch with my mom and stuff, and just beautiful architecture.
It's a gorgeous campus.
Where'd you go to undergrad?
Tufts University in Boston.
Okay.
Yeah, then coming out of Syracuse High School. So I'm a Syracusean, grew up here.
Yeah.
My father was the mayor of Syracuse for 16 years.
Yeah, it's a while.
That was long ago. He passed in 1996. And so I've been practicing law and running the law firm for 40 years now.
Golly, that is something else. And what kind of law do you specialize in, for those that don't know?
Well, I'm a trial lawyer, and we limit our practice to representing injured people or people that have been killed and their families and their estates. So a lot of motor vehicle accidents, construction accidents, slip, trip, and fall accidents, product liability, some medical malpractice.
Yeah.
Really?
That's, you almost have to be like, not only know the law, but it's almost like you have to be part psychologist too, because people come to you in a very, traumatic,
I'm sure you got to be vulnerable.
Yeah, and they're also vulnerable.
Oh yeah, it's a great point, and so much of the job is being able to communicate and to be empathetic towards the clients and to really help them when they're in some difficult situations. Yeah.
How big is your law firm? How many people do you have other than yourself?
It's varied over the years, and so we've had as many as 8 attorneys. I would call that a medium-sized law firm. We're less now. I'm fortunate enough to have my 2 sons who are lawyers have joined the firm.
Great.
Jack has been with me for a couple of years. Lee is starting now, and it's really nice to work with my sons in a work environment, and they've taken on to it quickly. We have a big support staff of legal secretaries, paralegals, bookkeepers, receptionists, and we work with a lot of outside people too who are experts to help our clients' cases. So it's been a long journey for 40 years in Central New York.
Yeah,
I can imagine.
That's great. And I was going to ask you what makes you different, but you kind of indicated a couple of things. It's sort of like family run, right? Family owned and run.
It is.
Yeah.
It is. And things have changed a lot. I mean, COVID happened so that doctors, surgeons, and personal injury lawyers didn't have a lot of business over that period of time because people weren't traveling. They weren't going to jobs.
I never thought about that, yeah.
They weren't going to retail, entertainment, and things like that. And the court system kind of partially closed down. Now we're back to normal. Unfortunately, we see a lot of accidents on the road. A lot of people distracted. A lot of people use texting.
Oh,
sure, with all the technology now, even the technology in our cars. You know, my friend just got a Tesla. We're driving in it. You can go onto YouTube. You can play games on there. It's incredible.
Yeah. And it does cause accidents. And I don't think it's realistic to believe that we're all going to be in driverless cars, certainly not in my lifetime.
No, I don't think so.
You know, so that's going on. And also the practice of law has changed a lot because it used to be a lot more local and people would hire local attorneys. And now we have attorneys who aren't really here in central New York.
I've noticed that, yeah.
But they advertise here as if they are, and they try to lead the public to believe they are. And we have national law firms coming in and trying to do the same thing. So they're all competing for, a piece of the pie and to fight for the clients. But the fact that my law firm and myself have been in central New York, going to Binghamton and the North Country and Rochester and all over the state, we've come to know the defense attorneys, the judges, the doctors we deal with all the time, and that's invaluable. We had to take a case away from another law firm, a Buffalo law firm that pretends they're in Syracuse. Client became dissatisfied very quickly, had no idea that they weren't from Syracuse. Jeez. And his attorney was in Buffalo. And they finally found out, and after not getting to communicate, decided, no, we need somebody here that we can see and talk to.
Yeah, I think that would be really important. And I have to say, I've met you on different occasions, but never had a detailed conversation with you until now. And you're really easy to talk to. You're not, over the top lawyerly. Some people, and I went to school with a lot of guys who were lawyers. They'll remain nameless right now. I went to CBA. But you're really easy to talk to, and you have a gentle demeanor, and that is so important. I had an accident one time in my Mustang. I'm into muscle cars, and I was devastated. I bumped a guy in the back, and I thought it was going to be no big deal. Well, anyway, I got counsel from my insurance agency, and the guy was trying to coach me through because it went to trial, and I had to be in a trial with this, and I had never been in a courtroom ever in my whole life, and all of a sudden I have to talk in front of a jury, and I have to come across a certain way, and it was so important to get coaching and to talk and to we won, so that was a good thing, but that was tough, and I can't imagine not communicating with somebody like yourself, and that has to be a big advantage.
Oh yeah, people need representation. On the average, all the studies have shown that if you get an attorney, you're likely to receive 3 times or more what the insurance company would negotiate for. And the insurance companies are profit driven, and they try to pay as little as possible. They have smart attorneys represent them. They try to pay as little as possible. If you're a personal injury victim, you become the target of a forensic investigation. They start investigating everything that happened in your past. They look on your social media, anything to destroy your credibility.
Yeah.
And then even worse yet, Tom, is that at some point they're going to hire a retired doctor, a lot of whom are dishonest, to say that the injuries aren't so bad, they weren't caused from the car accident, so forth and so on. So if you don't have an attorney with a great deal of experience dealing with all of these situations, you're at a big disadvantage. Yeah.
Well, folks, you can call attorney James Alexander right there. He's the founder of James Alexander Law. He's got both of his boys working with him as well. JamesAlexanderLaw.com, JamesAlexanderLaw.com. Check him out today. Thank you so much. It's been a great conversation. Thanks for stopping by.
Thank you. My pleasure.
All right. Bob Molta's coming up next. He's the owner of Slot Car Central. He'll be right here on the local show on 570 WSYR.